Rock of New York, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Tightrope. From Instep, it's Opie and Anthony. You're listening to the evolution of the Rock of New York, where in the year 1989, we are 2 songs from entering the 90s.
Into the 90s.
Yes, we'll be in the 90s in the very near future.
I was listening on the way in. 89 for music. Ugh.
Yeah?
Yeah, getting much better toward the end of 89.
I noticed we blew off all the hairband stuff.
That went into one little music capsule.
It was all in a cute little...
all that crap.
Music montage.
Yeah.
I thought you and I would have to, pull out the big gong for our show today.
The big 80s gong.
The big 80s gong.
Hairband.
Yes. Every band had to have it behind the drum kit. Every rose has its thorn.
Oh, sit through that, huh?
And the spinning, drum kits and the burning drum kits.
Yeah.
And the flying V guitars and all that fun stuff. But I guess...
Poodle hair.
I guess we're not going to play a lot of that.
Good.
Because it was all in that montage.
Stevie Ray, rock.
So if you haven't figured it out yet, the montages are all the songs that we're not going to play for you.
Yeah.
Okay. We do have Poison on the way.
What Poison song are we playing?
Skinny Pop Pop.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oof.
Midnight Oil, the Black Crowes will get us into the 90s. And one more song from 1989 from Rush.
All right.
It's also FU Friday. We're not going to let that slide by today. So if you want to send an FU in, you can do that. The fax line is 212-957-WNEW. All right?
Right.
You want to get the weather break out of the way real fast here, Anthony?
Yeah.
And now the WNEW Weekend Weather Check, sponsored by Godzilla on home video. The forecast is...
well, it's colder than it's been. A little nippy. Like partly cloudy. That's a safe bet.
I think there's going to be some sunshine this weekend, and it's going to be pretty much as cool as it has been.
Okay, there's the weather.
Okay. This weekend, buy a copy of Godzilla, the monster action adventure hit, Godzilla. Come on, Ant, sing.
Is there a button you can hit to make this stop?
1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. Poison on Skinny Bop Bop.
Well, let me just punch up a few, just right off the top here.
All right.
All right, Joe in Jersey, get this unskinny bop bull off the air. Let Carol Scandal Miller play it. Scandal.
You want to send an FU out to Poison for putting out that lovely piece of music? And people wonder why Nirvana was so huge.
Yeah.
It was because of songs like that. Everyone was just waiting for something new and different.
Horrible.
I think we're still a year away from Nirvana hitting the scene, right? 1991, if I'm not mistaken.
Karen from Jersey. No. You aren't really going to play Unskinny Bop, are you? Please say it ain't so. Yeah, it's just another tidbit that we enjoy playing here.
And we're sending that out to Pat and Mike on the LIE. They enjoyed that song.
Remember the puffy head? Hey, Cece, they all like... It wasn't even like a human. There was like men, women, and then 80s rock stars. Like chicks. They all went around with the big puffy hairdos. Little cutesy outfits.
They all got more action than you and I.
Yeah. Well, but it doesn't even matter.
But I refuse to go down that road to get chicks.
No way.
The hairspray and the eye makeup. And
when it finally came out, like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Soundgarden, I mean, those are guys that could go from the stage to the street. You could walk down the road and go into the corner deli, what have you. What about the big headband with the feather thing, the purple feather down the side, the big puffy hair, the spandex leopard print pants, the shirt that was real tight with the Japanese lettering on it? The hell was that look?
I don't know.
Like any guy was going to, after a while, it got to the point where like, guy looks like a fag. I'm listening to this. So, I don't know.
And Midnight Oil before that with Blue Sky Mine. And we got a call from a guy going, hey, whatever happened to Midnight Oil? I'll tell you what happened to Midnight Oil. They put out crap like Blue Sky Mine, and their record deal was done.
Gone.
That was it for those boys, pretty much. All right, so this is the evolution of the Rock of New York. We're in the year 1990. And the FUs are coming in like crazy. Most people are sending out FUs to the air pollution of the Rock of New York, sending out FUs to Carol Miller, sending out FUs to you and I for trashing this whole thing.
Yeah.
All right, so we got those out of the way. Any other FUs, send them in, all right? 212-957-WNEW. I'm sure someone did you wrong this week, and we'll read it on the air, okay?
God, how long has this thing been going on?
For 8 days.
Isn't it? It just seems like forever.
I know it's funny. We started a week ago.
Yeah.
With all the hippie music and stuff from the, 1967.
Uh-huh.
Do you honestly think the people that were listening last Friday are listening today?
Yeah. Yeah, I like Procol Harum, but then I like hearing Unskinny Bob.
How could you go from, Inagata DeVita to Poison and Motley Crue and stuff? So,
just what they call a cluster
F. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York, Faith No More, and Epic. It's the evolution of the Rock of New York. We're in the year 1990. I like that song. In Excess before that. Paul Simon, The Obvious Child. Anthony liked that one a lot.
Oh, yeah. I was just jumping for joy when that one came on.
Just not a song you want to hear on a Friday afternoon after a long day of working.
Ugh. It's like slow motion. Killed me.
We're trying to move forward here. And Billy Idol, Cradle of Love. Name the movie.
Hey, what do you mean, name the movie?
Name the movie. Billy Idol, Cradle of Love.
Name the movie?
Yeah.
Well, you can't name the movie, huh? That was a big hit. That was a hit movie. Millions of people spent their hard-earned dollars to see me, the Dice Man, in that movie. Fort Fairlane.
Yes.
You snapperhead. There hasn't been a movie that good out since then.
And
Titanic, what's that piece of crap, huh? Fort Fairlane, that was a movie.
And that was the last thing I think.
Oh!
That was the last thing you actually did, Dice, I believe.
Well, you an asshole.
I'm just.
You're gonna sit here and mock me?
No, I'm just stating the obvious.
Go play your 80s music. Go do your infomercial for the best of the 80s, huh?
All right, easy. Actually,
snap ahead. Look at both of you. You're a couple of jerk-offs.
We're finally in the 90s.
Couple of jerk-offs.
We're finally in the 90s, Dice. Your career started going downhill in the 90s.
I was big in the 90s.
No, you were big in the...
Huge.
You were big in the 80s.
I made a comeback. I made a big comeback in the 90s.
What was your comeback?
I could still pack out Madison Square Garden. I just don't feel like it.
Oh, I see.
Huh?
So instead,
you hear me?
Instead, what are you doing, Dice?
I do what I want. I do what I want, not like you. Go play your music. Play your music, puppet. Go ahead, huh? You call Carol Miller puppet? You two's are puppets. You're still playing the songs.
Yeah,
huh?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, bitch all you want. You're still playing the songs.
Wait, I'll explain myself. The reason we're playing the songs is...
Yeah, explain.
Because they took all the other CDs out of the studio except for the 1990 CDs.
You don't have none at home? You couldn't have brought in some from home?
Oh,
What's the matter? The Dice Man is now smarter than these two jerk-offs.
That's a good idea, actually. Maybe someone could run down with their CDs if they're working close to the studio.
I brought some of my collection. You want to play some, huh?
I don't think...
I got the best of the Dice Man.
No.
The Dice Man Comet. I got the soundtrack of Fort Fairlane.
We'll get in trouble.
Here's the Dice Man.
No, we'll get in trouble with the
Dice
FCC
Man
if we
at the
play
Garden.
Oh, shut this
Now
guy
that'd
up.
be the good stuff, huh? But you don't want to play that, loser. Keep playing this crap, loser. Keep playing. Get your hands off of me. Get your hands off of me. I ain't leaving. Get off of me, all of you.
Just take him out of here. Bye, Dice.
Trying to get my mic back.
All right.
God, I hate that guy.
No, he's cool. He's the most entertaining thing that has happened on our show this week. So, hey, it is FU Friday. Andy writes, were we ever this stupid? I think I'm in high school again. Please push fast forward. I'm trying to work here. FU to Charlie at ENY from the tax compliance staff for searching a staff person's pocketbook before escorting her out on her last day.
Whoa, that's always a good move.
What were you going to find? A hole, a Post-it?
That's always a good scene when someone gets the boot and they got to carry the box past all the people. The box.
The box of
They give you the
crap.
box for your desk. Here you go.
Yeah.
And you got to load it up with your little plaques and your little pictures of your family, your vase.
Your little plant.
Yeah, your little
That you haven't
plant.
watered in 6 months.
Your papers, and then you just got to walk past everybody looking at you.
Well, I'll see you guys again, all right? We'll get together, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you never get together with the people that leave.
Yeah, remember the people at your last job? Yeah, really see him a lot.
Don't you? It is FU Friday. This is for Derek Jeter. Start effing Mariah Carey again. You know you want to. Do it for all of us guys who never will. Andy. You see the picture of Derek Jeter in the paper today with Mariah Carey?
Getting some again.
No, actually, the story goes they were both at a party, and Mariah Carey was flirting with him big time, tried 3 or 4 times, and Derek gave her the brush off.
All right.
So she went home lonely.
Well, she probably went back to Puffy.
You think?
Yeah, probably.
I think after, your girlfriend, does Puffy, there's no reason to even attempt to go back there.
No going back.
No. You did Puffy? Ugh.
Oh, what do you think? You take the skirt down and you just see, gang signs spray painted on her inner thighs at that point? Oh, man, Puffy was here.
Great.
Damn.
All right, FU Friday, the fax line 212-957-WNEW. On the way. Prepare yourself. We got some Eric Johnson, the Vaughn brothers.
What? You're grimacing. What? Say it. Say it.
Well, the band's cool. I mean, ZZ Top from Recycler. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York. Black Crowes. It's the evolution of The Rock of New York. We're in the year 1990. Jealous Again. Eric Johnson before that, Cliffs of Dover. And we heard half of the Vaughn brothers doing TikTok, and the phones are lit. People are ticked off because we took the Vaughn brothers off the radio, Anthony.
Come on now, that song.
Hi, NEW.
Hello.
Hi, what's going on?
How the hell could you take the Vaughn brothers off?
The Vaughn brothers?
That hooer wouldn't know a good song if she heard it.
Vaughn brothers TikTok blows.
Yeah, but
Stevie Ray Vaughan, a legend. Let's play Couldn't Stand the Weather or something else. Not
you got to put on
I
Little
like
Wing.
to suck on a big fat hairy. That song blows.
I know.
You can't admit that song blows, and there's 10 other Stevie Ray Vaughan songs we should have played.
You could have put Little Wing on or something.
Exactly, but no, what we had to play was TikTok. My is big.
You guys don't pick the songs, right? It's a tape?
No,
it's a tape.
It's a tape. It's not a tape. It's a list of crap.
I know. You should have crossed that one out and put in your own fucking one.
We did. Halfway through, we realized that song
Well, that was great. Eric Johnson, man.
All right, so stop complaining.
I know, but,
Eric Johnson wasn't even on the playlist. We added that instead of TikTok.
We understand it was Stevie Ray, but you gotta understand something. Occasionally, even Stevie Ray had to take a dump.
All right, dump out the Black Crowes and put on some Joe Satriani or something.
All right, we got to get the hell out of here.
All right, man.
It's all who you talk to, I guess, huh?
Pretty much. Yeah. I would rather go pumpkin picking and wine tasting with my wife than listen to this crap. At least you are finally in the years when I was constantly getting laid. Chad from North Bergen, New Jersey. Opie and Anthony, thanks to the evolution of rock, I know now why I drank to excess for most of the 80s. All this 80s segment has done for me is to bring back memories of big-haired men, big-haired women, and white Capezio dance shoes. If I never hear Unskinny Bop again, I'll be happy.
Yeah, so would I.
Now I'm having flashbacks of Bad Billy Idol and his snarl. Is it over yet? Keep up the good work, guys. Leslie.
Mary Beth in Jersey, I've come to the conclusion that your program director is just saving all the sucky songs just for you. Today actually rolled along pretty nicely music-wise until it came time for your show. I think Carol Miller's paying someone off to give you all the cheeseball stuff.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Who knows?
Well, know what's on the way?
What?
Bad Company.
Bad Company? Oh, wait a minute.
No.
1990 Bad Company?
Yeah, with what's his name?
That wasn't even Bad Company.
It wasn't Paul Rogers or anybody. It was just, Holy Water. That was a horrible album. Horrible. But we're going to reminisce together with that one. Iggy Pop's on the way.
All right.
Jane's Addiction's on the way.
Yeah, now we're talking.
See how excited you get? I mean, how do you even come out of that? I mean, is there any way to even, sound cool coming out of that?
Yeah. Little Badco for you.
I'm a defeated dog. I'm like the dog you leave outside during Thanksgiving dinner, and it's 38 degrees out, and he's freezing, and he's by himself in the yard. That's how I feel right now. Just had it.
Yeah, we were all,
trust me, this
pumped up at the beginning of the week.
This is no shtick. Trust me. Oh, God, it's Brian Howe on vocals. Oh. Great. Look, I don't even have energy to break it. Look. Oh, wow, he's cool. He breaks the CD. Oh, I don't even care. Oh.
There he goes. What a mess. It's okay. Monday, we will be back to our regular program. We could sit through some of these really god-awful tunes, because at least we're up to the 90s now. There's some good ones peppered in there. But we do have to sit through some like that, Opie.
Great. Okay. It's up you Friday. You guys suck. The qualifications for becoming a DJ have obviously plummeted to an embarrassing low.
Yeah.
You guys are unprofessional idiots. This line pisses me right the F off. Since when are DJs supposed to voice their personal opinion of what they're playing? Shut up and play the music. No one cares how much you hate the 80s. I never said I hate the 80s. Blow me. HRD from New Milford, New Jersey. HRD, let me give you a little lesson about what radio was all about. When FM radio did, start, it was a bunch of rebellious hippies, basically. And what they did was they got as high as they possibly could. They were against the establishment.
Right.
They spoke their minds, and they brought in what they wanted to hear. That's what radio was all about.
Voiced their opinions.
Said whatever the hell they wanted about the music, about what was going on in the day. They didn't have a suit. Walk down the hall and hand them a list of tunes to play every day. But see, somewhere along the line, a bunch of guys in suits figured out you can make a ton of money playing the most popular, most requested rock songs.
Right.
And this is what it has become.
This is the hell it is mutated into. You could go to any radio station right now, and they're all playing crap. It's all right.
I don't even know what to do.
We just move on. Move through this.
Are we ever going to make it better, Anthony and I? I don't know. We're going to try a little bit, The one good thing is we get to speak our minds openly in between the crap.
Right.
That we're playing this week.
And it's funny because the real traditionalists are bashing us. And we're just trying to add a little more of what radio was all about years ago.
Mm-hmm. Where they did speak their minds.
Yeah, but no.
Whether you agree or disagree with us, I mean, that's what it was all about in the past, where the jocks did speak their minds.
Somewhere
they played what they wanted.
These people's lives, they just... God, I didn't realize so many people were so stuck on this. This is the way it's supposed to be. Keep in line. Color in the lines. Don't go outside or you'll screw something up.
Yeah.
The DJ's talking about the song.
God forbid.
My God, what is he doing? Relax. It's only radio.
To those losers that are listening and feel that way, I bet you we could put an MC Hammer song on and they would enjoy it. Because they would assume, somehow, some way it fits into this special we're doing.
Yeah, it's supposed to. I enjoyed it.
Please.
Monday, we will be back to normal.
So if we're still here.
Yeah. Well,
no one has talked to me in the last 2 days. I don't know about you. Did anyone talk to you?
No. I'm not making anybody's Christmas card list. That's for sure.
All right. On the way, we'll try another song from the Vaughn Brothers CD. The first one, we only made through half of it.
With that tick-tock song.
Yeah, this one is a little better. Gary Moore's on the way. Neil Young from Ragged Glory. Ooh, Guns N' Roses? White Crows? I can handle that. More Poison, just in case you didn't get enough. Trust me, Anthony and I will not do anything funny or creative today. Just change the goddamn dial and come back Monday.
And by the way, F you to that guy that told you guys to shut up.
All right.
All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Change the dial.
Bye.
All right. Man, she likes to suffer like us. She will not change the dial, Anthony.
It wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt.
You're listening to the Air Pollution of the Rock of New York. We're stuck in the year 1990, and I just realized something, that we're not going to make it to Use Your Illusion, which came out in 1991. So can we preview like what they're going to hear later on tonight with Matt Devote when the music gets cool again for some reason?
Maybe we could do that. You know what else I figured out? When you have the 90s, we figured, when it gets to the 90s, it's going to be good. Right. You're going to get some good music. You can't just pick a year and roll through it and get good programming. You have to pick from all different years because there's too much crap to sort through. My God. Well, I'm a huge Guns N' Roses fan. We're stuck in the year 1990. This came out in 1991, so we're going to play this. It's a little preview of the next year that's coming up during the air pollution of the Rock of New York. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. Stuck in the year 1990, Midnight Oil with another great song, that's Forgotten Years, from the Blue Sky Mining CD, Anthony. Love that, did Wow.
It's Opie and Anthony.
Fantastic.
I think we need to go to the phones here, 212-757-1027, and see how everyone is enjoying the rock, the evolution of the Rock of the New York. Yeah, exactly. Whatever. Hi, NEW.
Hi. I've been an NEW listener for the last 20 years.
Hold it. This doesn't sound good. Go ahead.
And I really think, so do all my friends, that it's horrible the way Opie and Dopey there
you got us!
have been bashing...
Wait. First of all, could you come up with something more original? We've heard Opie and Dopey a million times.
So many times.
It's just stupid.
I'm really sorry about that.
Okay, now what have we been doing?
I don't like it because it's just me.
Bashing the 80s music.
All right,
How horrible it is.
Wait, stop there. I never bashed the 80s.
Yes, you did.
When did we bash the whole 80s genre?
We bashed the year 1986 yesterday because, in general, it was a pretty lame year.
And
okay?
you know what?
And
today, 82 also, and 83. You did.
Well, there were some good songs in 82 and 83.
There were a lot of them because I grew up on that music.
All
right.
And so did all of my friends who've been listening to NEW since we're, little kids.
So it holds a special place in your heart.
Yes, it does.
That's fine.
And if you personally don't like it, that's cool. But don't be so mean about it.
Wait, I'm expressing my opinion just like you are right now.
Well, it's not nice.
All right?
It's not nice the way you publicly bashing it.
Why?
Because it's not.
Why? I don't get that. Why? I don't like it.
Because there are a lot of people that like it.
How do you like the 90s music?
And saying really mean things.
How do you like 90s music?
Some of it is okay. Some of it sucks.
There you go.
Exactly like the 80s.
But
That's what we were saying.
I don't get on the radio and say how horrible it is.
If you were, you could.
Wait. The point, Anthony...
You just did.
The point Anthony and I are making, you could take any year during this special, okay? Mm-hmm. Please hear me out. I'm not going to yell at you and have a nasty argument, okay? You could take any year from this special, and I'll be honest, there's some really good songs in every year that we've had on the radio. But there's also been a lot of really bad songs, in my opinion. I didn't like every single song.
You know what? I agree, too.
Okay.
There were some not-so-wonderful songs.
Some people are saying that Anthony and I are just completely trashing the entire special. No, there was some songs I enjoyed hearing, but there was also a lot of songs I was like, why do we have to play this?
This could have been wrapped up in a Thanksgiving weekend, or this should have been done 4th of July. Hey, it's the Firecracker 500.
I think you two guys grew up on the 80s music, too.
Sure. We were there. I was actually...
No? Weren't you out partying in all the clubs with all that music?
All right, I'll be honest with you with one thing.
Oh, you're sitting home doing homework.
The rock shows were a lot more interesting in the 80s. The girls dressed to the nines, and it was a big, huge show, but it was a show. When Nirvana hit the scene, I was completely turned on to rock and roll again. But I definitely enjoyed going to a lot of these concerts in the 80s. You're right.
So did I.
But I don't need to reflect anymore.
Yeah, you can't squeeze into those black spandex anymore, can you? Right? That's okay, though.
I might have
it's
to
just
lay
time.
down on the bed with the pliers.
You have to move on.
But I'll get into them.
But you have to move on. That's what we're saying.
All right, can I ask you something else?
But it's still great music, most of it.
Can I ask you something else?
Yes, sir.
Now that we are in the late 90s, do you try to enjoy some of the new rock that NEW plays?
Sure I do.
Okay, great.
I still go to all the concerts. I was at Jones Beach for the B-52s.
Okay. Well, the B-52s is an 80s band, though. I mean, are you into anything that is happening in the 90s? Are you trying to have that same open mind and trying to turn yourself on to new music?
Yes, I do like some of the new groups.
Okay. But that's great, because a lot of people, they hit a year, might be 75, might be 86, and then they just turned off trying to listen to anything new.
You're right. Right. They don't want to go past that.
And that's the road to acting just like your parents did. The thing that everybody hated and thought, oh, my God, I'm never going to do that. And then most people end up like that anyway.
Well, you see, my husband is much younger than me, and his music was all the late 80s and the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, he still likes the 80s, too.
There you go. Some of the songs I liked. I love Guns N' Roses. I can't get enough of Guns N' Roses. I like the Black Crowes. All right?
See?
But, I mean, Poison, I just can't listen on Skinny Bop Bop anymore. Jane's Addiction earlier on, Been Caught Stealing. That was a great song. I love that. I can hear that another 100 times.
Every rose has its thorn. Ugh. Ugh, the power ballad, do we need to bring those back?
Did I sing along to that song when I heard it on the radio in the 80s? Yes, I did. I'll admit it. But I don't want to sing along to it anymore.
See?
It's like Opie said the other day. You know, even Grandma used to be a great lay. But you got to move on.
Hope Granny's not listening.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to see Granny having sex now?
Yeah.
Wow. But she was, 23 skidoo, hubba hubba, back in the day.
And we all have different memories. For every song you probably enjoyed and said, wow, that brings back a great memory for me, it probably brought back a horrible memory for someone else.
This is true.
So,
but
all I'm saying is I think if we cut the special down to maybe 4 days, this could have been some solid rock and roll. Solid. So.
I could agree with you. But you guys some of your listeners, too. I'm on the phone. Some of your listeners are really mean.
I remember that. Yeah, the listeners have been...
really mean.
Well, the listeners have been mean to us. It's just been an interesting week for everyone, to say the least. So
I'm so glad it's almost over.
I never get out of the car because I'm always driving. That's what a mommy does in the 90s.
Yeah.
And every time I turn the radio on, I heard somebody bashing a decent 80s song. Well, I didn't love every song either. But
they have every right to do that, just like I just gave you 10 minutes on the radio to express your opinion. People are just expressing their opinions this week. We're making people think. Do we want people to agree with what Anthony and I did this week? No, I don't care.
No, but
as long as we made you think.
Think a little more than just having a bunch of suits write up a song list, stick it down your throats, and everybody go, oh, it must be good. Oh, boy.
Oh, that's true.
So, that's all.
Well, you have a great weekend.
All right.
You have a great weekend.
You too.
And just keep your open mind. That's all we ask for.
Okay, but just don't bash them all. Okay?
All right, we'll try to mellow out for the last
when is the
5 songs.
Over?
Sunday night, and then Monday, hopefully we'll be playing like the best, old rock and the best new rock. Hopefully. Yeah. We don't know what's going to happen Monday, to be honest with you. So stay tuned.
I certainly will. Now be nice, though, fellas, and I'll turn my radio on tomorrow morning.
All right,
don't
Mommy.
Push it.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't push it, please.
Hi, NEW.
Hi, is this Opie and Anthony?
Yes.
Oh, I love you guys.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say, in relation to what this woman is saying, I'm 22, and I think this revolution kind of sucks, but I'm stuck on it because you guys are doing this time slot.
Yeah.
And
where's that fax in? Go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to shout out a general FU.
Okay.
To all the conformists who are probably just jealous that they can't take a stand like you do.
Thank you.
On the radio.
Well, I like this girl.
I love you guys. Like, I immediately got hooked on you guys, and I would not be able to get through the latter part of my workday sanely if it wasn't for you guys. Seriously.
Hey, thanks a lot.
No problem.
Have a great weekend, okay?
You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'll tell you something. It's not just having to sit through some really crappy songs. That's bad. Me and Opie and I...
See, I'm starting to say Anthony and I. Come on.
Are not too happy about this whole thing for this reason. Guy hit it right on the head with his facts. Here's my great idea. Let's say we bring in 2 energetic, fun, and entertaining guys to host an afternoon radio show. Wait, there's more. Then we'll put them on the air, let them begin to build a following. People in New York will be talking about them, telling their friends to tune in, and just as it's starting to gel, we'll shut them up and play songs from God knows when. Then after 10 days, we'll let them start again. Ain't that a great idea? I could be a program director. What do you think?
There you go.
Charlie.
The revolution starts Monday.